Hello guys, welcome again. New Tapo device and new sensors. Today we will unbox and review the Tapo T315 temperature sensor. Okay, it's quite small, compact and really useful. It's come with the e-ink display, which is very power saving device. Clear sharp e-ink display, yes, as we said, it can display the temperature and humidity. Yes, it need a hub to connect to the Tapo app. Okay, so here are the size, battery, wireless, blah blah blah, all these things. And yes, I make sure when I purchase any new components, let me zoom. There we go. It must be US region, so it can it will be compatible with my setup. Okay, so it's come with the 2.7 e-ink display, high accuracy. Okay, up to 0.3 degrees Celsius. It will give you app notification if you set the threshold like higher or lower than certain threshold, give you an alarm. And it's used for home automation as we will use it. Okay, and here's the packing list. Come with the device itself, I guess some stickers and manuals, I believe, and batteries for sure because it's a battery powered. Okay, it's very small and compact. Yep. And by the way, it can log data up to 2 years, as mentioned here. Is a 2 years data export, so it can store data for up to 2 years. Okay. So now let's unbox it. Okay, so we open it from here. There we go. Let's open it. Come on, yes. Okay, so here's the first thing. Come with the 2 batteries. Good, 2 batteries provided. And here's our frame. So these are manuals. Okay, these are the manuals. And here is I guess the quick start. Okay. And yeah, by the way, it looks like it's come with a magnetic bag. It got magnetic at the bag. Okay, here it is. So it's got like, yeah, if you see, there's a magnet at the back, so it can be like stick it on the like fridge or any metal place. So yep, you see, it's got a magnetic attachment. Okay, so here are the stickers and the quick start, and yep, here's the device. So now I believe we need to install the batteries so we can play with it. Okay, so open it from here. Yep, there we go. Here is the magnet. It's kind of strong magnet. Okay, and here is the inside. So now let's install the batteries. Okay, so I unwrap the batteries first. So now let's install it. So this one come here. Okay, and the other one come in this side. There we go. So now should be up and running. Here we go, straightforward. And this guy coming like this way, yes. Here we go. So here is our device. It's straightforward. Give you the reading in Celsius and also the humidity in percentage. And here there's a small face, if you let's zoom. Okay, if you see here, there's a small face show you like, oh, sad, the temperature might be out of the limit or out of the threshold. That's why it show you a sad face. And also here it can show us the battery, so we can see whether the battery need to be changed or no. Okay, so to pair it, I believe we need to press and hold for a few seconds. Here we go. So now it's in pairing. Okay. So now it's ready to be paired with the hub. Okay. So let's go to the Tapo app and pair our device. Okay, so let's open the app again, and we will add or link the temperature sensor or T315 to our hub. Okay, so we will connections, then we add T315. Okay, install the batteries, yes, and press and hold for 5 seconds until this one blinking. Yes, is blinking. So now they are paired to each other. Okay, they are talking to each other, and here we go. It's added already. Cool. Okay, so this is T315. Okay, bedroom is in living room actually. Okay, and temperature, yes, it's the temperature sensor. It's a cool one. Check for the firmware. Firmware update. Okay, so it need a firmware update. Let's update it now. Okay. It's updating fast. Okay, okay, so now it's installing. Cool, done already. Sounds good. And our temperature sensor should be added already somewhere here. Here we go. This is our live data. 30 Celsius 0.6 and 72. The humidity is kind of hot today. I know, no aircon for this area. Current temperature and humidity outside of the set comfort zone. That's why we see the frown or sad face on the device or the sensor. Okay, so yep, that's it. So we add our device, and here's our temperature. So, and here is the log, because we just add on the device, so we can't see anything. So for now, maybe I will keep it running for a few, I don't know, hours, days. How fast we can get per day. Okay, guys. So while we are waiting for the temperature to be logged in, let's try to go and check the settings of the device and see what we can change. So here is the icon, device name, locations, network. Here is the unit if you want to change to Fahrenheit. Celsius, good for me. Comfort zone. So comfort zone, here is the thresholds. Okay, or we can set the zone where it's it shows the smiley face and everything will be okay. Otherwise, the curve on the log data will be red. So it's been set to 2026, should be okay for me regarding the temperature. Humidity 30 to 60. So now both temperature and humidity out of the comfort range, or comfort zone. So that's why it show sad face. So I will leave the comfort zones for time being. Operations mode. So we have two operation modes: the high sensitivity mode and the balance mode. High sensitivity looks like it will be very sensitive at like 0.3 Celsius or 3% of humidity. It will log. If it change by this range. Otherwise, if we set to balance, it will change to 0.5 Celsius. Should be enough for me. At least we can save battery. So 0.5, 6% to consume less power. This should be okay for me. So we set it to balance mode. Offset. Okay, so for the offset, guys, sometimes the sensor, the temperature sensor, might be placed somewhere that far or at the corner, which it doesn't compensate, doesn't show the accurate temperature of the room or of the area. So here we can set an offset. Let's say if we have aircon, we know what's the temperature, so we can set an offset based on the preset temperature. Okay, for now, we just leave it. We don't have reference so far to compensate or to add the offset. Smart actions. Okay, so smart actions here, guys, where we will add the automation. For example, we trigger, like say, if the sensor is reading below than some certain degrees and there's a sleep mode is active, so turn on the aircon or do whatever. This one maybe later we play with it. I will choose the automation or smart actions. Okay, so here's the user manual. Again, don't think we need it. Tips. Okay, so here's the tips what you can do. Okay, so here's how to change from first how to set the bear mode by press the button for 5 seconds, and how to change the UN Fahrenheit Celsius, and also double to switch display position. Oh, this one if you want to rotate it, or maybe also not rotate actually, bring the temperature reading down, I mean at the lower half, and the humidity at the upper half. Okay, thanks. Tips, placement guides. So okay, so here's the placement guides. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Maybe I'll use the magnetic since magnet is there. So it's helpful for me to be hold it somewhere. Placement device info. Okay, so the device signal strength good, signal interference weak good. So interference weak then is good. And yep. So now let's go and see if we caught any data. Nope, still nothing yet. I guess we need to keep it for a longer time. Maybe we can play with automation while it's logging some data. So now let's check our temperature log. We go here and here we go. So you can see here is start to log already for a few hours per day, and cannot zoom, cannot do anything. But yeah, as you can see, like averaging about 30 Celsius, and the humidity is 74%. Okay, so now let's do some more automation as I promised you guys. So we go to the temperature, what they call temperature sensor itself, then we add automation, or we go to smart and automation, then we add. So let's go to the temperature sensor, then we add smart or smart action. So now let's see what we can do. Add smart. So I don't want shortcuts, but automations. So I want to, since we have an alarm, or we have the hub, so we can do some alarming when the temperature, for example, will drop below a certain number. Okay, so when is always, effective time always will be checking. When, so we add trigger, and the trigger will be device status change again, and we choose our temperature sensor. And now if the temperature over this number will do something, but for us, for our scenario, we will go with below, because I have a room with a temperature, so we can a room with the aircon, so we can test out the function of our automation. So if the temperature is below, okay, what is the current temperature? Let's check the current. I guess current temperature is 30. I forgot to check. Leave, yes. 30.4. So 30.4. So let's say it's below 30. So at least we have 0.4 Celsius to go down. So it will be fast to be triggered. Okay, so we go to smart action, add smart automation again, effective always, device temperature. When the temperature below, let's set it to 30. If below 30 Celsius, then so when the temperature below 30, then I want to control one device, and that will be Tapo H110, and let's set it to ring. Okay, for 5 minutes. So it should be just as easy as this. Let's create it, and this one will be low temp monitoring and save. Here we go. So we save our automation. So now our automation, let's double check again. So if our temperature sensor go below than 30 Celsius, I should send alarm to my hub, like alarm me, hey, the temperature goes down or something goes wrong. So now I will, let's open the monitor. Okay, so this is the live reading, which is 30.4. So now I will go to the room where there's the air con, and yep, let's see how it's behaved. Okay. There we go. So now let's wait until the temperature drop down below than 30 so we can see whether our automation is working or not. Okay. I can see the sensor readings is dropping. However, there is no update on the Tapo app so far. So now the temperature reading on the sensor itself is about 30.2 Celsius, 30.1. Should I need to refresh? Let's go out and come again. Oh yeah, so I need to go out, come again, maybe. So now 30. Yes. So now if it go down by 0.1 degree, the alarm should fire from the... Here we go. Okay, so now 29.9, and if you can hear, the hub in the background is triggered already. Okay, that's cool. So the temperature is going down and everything working well. Let me turn off the alarm. Okay, this is the one, turn off. So yep, I guess that's it, guys. We have tested our automation is working and our sensors updating nicely and as expected. So with this, we can do a lot of things or a lot of scenarios to automate our house. For example, to trigger like ventilation fan, or turn on aircon, controlling a humidifier, or whatever the purpose of the device. Okay, guys, so we have reached to the end of the video. I hope you have learned something with us today. Stay tuned for the more unboxing and review videos. Catch you next time.